from my research, you've been shipbroker, CFO, investment director, entrepreneur now. You've been all over the place, wearing all hats probably now. For people tuning in who want to dive into the industry, do you have any reflections after trying so many different positions in the industry? Any advice you can give for people who want to create something interesting in the maritime space? Is it about trying as much as you can, or is it to find your niche and, double click on the things you're good at? Any reflections there?
My biggest takeaway is to go out and meet as many people as you can. There, to say you can try everything, is probably hard because that implies getting a lot of jobs. But there is, I think shipping is, there's definitely a community of people that are willing to sort of share their learnings with you. And so try to go out and meet as many people. Try and meet as many people doing as many different things. So you don't necessarily have to do it yourself, but if you can hear from a shipbroker, a banker, an owner, someone who works in chartering, someone who works in ops, someone who works in tankers, someone who works in bulkers, and sort of assimilate that information from a network of people, it gives you more confidence in going forward. And I'm a big believer that no relationship in shipping is ever wasted. You have no idea where you're going to be in the future or where the person you're interacting with it will be. And the more of a network you have, when you have a project, have a deal, or you find yourself in a bind and you're like, I have this ship that I need to do X, Y, Z with. The more people you have that you can call on, I think is incredibly valuable. And it's an industry that is, cliche to the point of saying still very relationship driven, but it definitely is, and it's been sort of the thread that has been consistent across my entire career, where there have been clients that I've known as a shipbroker that I've then done a ship financing deal with in the future, all of these different things. The same people will come back again and again, and I think I'd just encourage everyone to focus on sort of getting to know the people in the business, because there will come a point in your career where there will not be a job description posted that you will apply to. It will come out of a conversation that you have with a relationship of yours. And hopefully you will find yourself in a position where can find a role for you that is built for you, because I'm a big believer that shipping works that way.
Great answer. So, given your big sample size and all the people you've come across, do you have any qualities you have noted down that exemplifies the very best people in shipping, whether that's, company builders, investors? Do you see any traits in those people you have met that have been truly remarkable?
I think I think shipping is a big part of following through. Again, if you say you're going to do something, sort of, and sticking to it and following through on it. And I think that's sort of, it's a very basic sort of tenet, but one that holds true. For instance, if you put a term sheet in front of a client to do a financing, or you say, listen, I think I can fix this ship at this rate. And then all of a sudden, if you have to walk that back, I think that's always a challenge. And it's something where I think it's incumbent to maintain your relationship to maintain a reputation of being something that can do what they say they can do. And I think the market will eventually identify the people that make promises they can't live up to. And that's, I think that the trait that probably defines people. And those that can do it quickly and decisively, I think, are the ones that even get ahead further, given the pace of the industry.
And maybe also, the pain tolerance and enduring pain, because the markets can come with challenges. So probably the people who are great, also have a very high pain tolerance, I can just imagine.
Yeah, and I think the two are related. If you can live up to a deal, even knowing that it might not work out how you thought it would when you first thought of it, there's an element of that. If you can endure it and say, listen, this charter is out of the money, but I'm going to honor what I said I would do. That's the type of sort of traits and ultimately sort of the behavior characteristics, I think, of some of the most successful people in this business.